The Thursday Walkthrough brought to you by Carle, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics. Welcome back to the Thursday Walkthrough. Martin O'Donnell here again with Coach Lovie Smith and Coach. Big game this weekend against Iowa. Always fun to play the Hawkeyes, but two special things this Saturday. One is it's Good Works Day, and two is it's Senior Day. So let's start at the beginning, I guess, as they say. Good Works Day. I mean, celebrating the good works that people do in the community, some of the players do in the community. What's your philosophy for how you want guys to be members of the community and citizens?
Well, number one, we would like for all of our players to be involved. Champaign is a great city, and I want our guys out amongst the people. And once you get them out amongst the people, then you start seeing the things that need to be done and areas that you can help in. It may be through Boys and Girls Club, or just there's a million things that need to be done. And I just want our guys to be involved, lending a hand in whatever it might be.
Well, and yeah, I think it's always fun to see how many guys are out there in the community, and certainly it shows that it's a priority for your staff, for those guys to go out there and be there. But Saturday is also Senior Day, and anybody that has played football or been associated with football knows how special a day that is. What do you want these guys to come away from this week with, from the end of the season with, and from their Illinois careers with?
Well, this is a special week. I think most of us that's been in sports, you kind of remember once you start counting down to your, last game, last home game, and you start reminiscing about so many things that have happened to you during your time here. We don't have a big senior class, but the guys we do have all, kind of gotten here different ways, and I know exactly how much they've invested in it as much as anything. And again, we want them all to go out a certain way. They've had such a big impact on our program. We always talk about, leadership and leader by example. These guys have done an unbelievable job of that. All the guys are going to graduate, going to be real productive in life someday. But lasting memory, though, is that last game at Memorial Stadium, and we want to send them off right.
Well, and you mentioned that it's not a very big senior class, and obviously the past couple years, Illinois has been one of the younger teams in the country. Do you have to lean on that upperclassman leadership even more with a younger roster?
You absolutely do. And since it's a small class, now you can just kind of focus in on, one or two different guys. Defensively, we have one senior really that's playing an awful lot, and Delshawn Phillips. And he does things the right way. So we do have a whole lot of players that are young, and they do lean on him an awful lot. When you talk about being in a community, no one is more involved in the community than Nick Algretti with so many different things. Our players do see that, and you want to be like him, so it's happening an awful lot.
Well, and another one of those guys is going to be celebrating Senior Day. Hasn't been here all that long, but A.J. Bush has really come in and had an impact, and not only on the field, but on the record books. Setting the record for a quarterback rushing yards last week against Nebraska. What's A.J. meant to this team?
He's meant so much. One of the things young players will have to deal with being an athlete is fighting through adversity. Things aren't going to always go your way. You're not going to win every game. You're going to get knocked down. And to see a player like A.J. that's been through an awful lot, but is finishing it off the right way. The games, as you play, it's always about the finish. In life, it's about that in general. And again, you're going to get knocked down, but you have to finish a certain way. A.J. is finishing his career up the right way. Unbelievable job, of course, last year. Unbelievable game. But one more opportunity at home for him, and I know the players want to see him play a certain way.
Well, absolutely, and it was really fun last week to see Reggie Corbin go over 1,000 yards on the season. How much does that matter? Obviously it matters, but in terms of establishing a culture and establishing a program, being able to have a running back achieve some of those milestones, that has to help.
It has to help, and it does. As a running back, that 1,000-yard barrier has been there for a long period of time. Running back did get 1,000 yards. So for Reggie to be able to do that, and it's not like he's been the primary running back. We played 3 running backs throughout, at least, and he's taken advantage of those opportunities So it is special for him, and I know he's not satisfied still with 2, 3 more games to go. He can add to those numbers, and can't wait to get him on the field this week.
Yeah, that rushing attack has certainly been great this season, and again, very much looking forward to the game this Saturday against the Hawkeyes. Deviating a little bit, going to try to find out more about Lovie Smith, the person, your interests. Give me a period of American history that's particularly interesting to you.
A period of American history that's interesting to me. Well, Vietnam War, period. One of my, we're honoring our service, people that have served in the military. And my father, of course, Korean War, grandfather, World War II. But Vietnam War is a little bit closer to me. One of my best friends in life now and coaching profession is Rod Marinelli, a guy that fought in the Vietnam War. And to kind of hear, some of his stories about it, it's real. When someone has actually been there, it's pretty neat. So, of course, the Cowboys got, a big win last night, and I got a chance to congratulate him and just let him know how much of a hero he is to me in his time. So that period of time, Vietnam War area, is always been fascinating to me.
Very interesting. Yeah, Ken Burns has a great documentary on the Vietnam War. Maybe you can put that on your summer binge list next year. But Coach, thank you for taking time, and thanks for stopping by the Thursday Walkthrough. The Thursday Walkthrough brought to you by Carle, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics.
Looking for a card that gives you more? Illini Visa Rewards Card. Earn points every day to fly any airline, anytime, no blackout dates. The Illini Visa Rewards Card. Available only through U of I Community Credit Union.